To start the printing process, first we'll insert the cartridges into the machine. So remove the cartridge from the box and remove it from the package. And then take the cover from the print head off. Just remove this cover. And there's a cap here to allow the airflow into the cartridge. So remove this cap. And then remove this tape from over the printer head. And now you can test the flow of the ink. So take a piece of tissue and put it against the ink head with slight pressure. And you can see if there is a complete rectangle, then you know that the ink flow is correct and you can insert the cartridge into the machine. But also check if there's any bleeding, because sometimes it will take a few seconds for the pressure to equalize. So if there's any bleeding, just wipe it off until the flow is correct, and then you can introduce it into the machine. Next, put the cartridge into the machine, place it in, and then check to see that the alignment is all correct, and then snap it into place. When inserting the cartridge into the machine, it's important to make sure that this contact base is aligned with the pins. So make sure that it's aligned so that you avoid damaging the pins. Then turn on the machine and check to be sure that each of the lights on each of the cartridges is flashing and the machine is ready to start. Now we're ready to choose what we want to print on the eggs. So we have different ways we can input the data. We can use Ethernet or we can use a USB port. So we'll use a flash drive in our USB port. Okay, let's say for example we want to print a picture on our egg. So I'll touch picture and the frame and then load. Now this is reading the files I have on my flash drive. So I'll choose one of the files and I'll open the file and OK, this is the one I want. I'll click OK. Now it's larger than the screen, so I can reduce it by pushing the reduce. And we'll continue to make it smaller. Let's say I want it to fit the screen. So that looks like a good size. Now say I want to add some text to maybe explain my product. So I'll click here on text and touch the screen. And now we can add the text that we want. Maybe I want to have, these are omega, let's say omega-3 eggs, and I'll enter. So now we have our text here, and I would like to make that bigger, so I'll enlarge it here, and we have our omega-3 eggs there. And now say we want to put the date that we're printing our eggs today. So here we have the date. I'll click on the date and there. Now we have different formats. We can have year, month, day, day, month, year. So here in the States, I'll put it for month, day, year. I'll choose this format and OK. Now we have the date. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger and we'll center it down here in the corner. And now we have our image that we want to print on our eggs. And now we can save the file and we'll give it a name. Let's call it omega-3. And enter, and now save the file, and our file is saved.